Angie with News OK.
And Cheryl.
Cheryl is our passion for food columnist for the Oklahoman. Now, she's been doing a wonderful series, a Made in Oklahoma series. So what about a Made in Oklahoma Thanksgiving? What do you have for us?
Absolutely. And if you check my column this week, you'll find lots of ways to support our great Oklahoma products.
That's true.
And the two that I brought with me today are all about corn. And I particularly am fond of cornbread dressing.
Yeah.
So knowing that great cornbread dressing starts with great cornbread. And great cornbread starts with great cornmeal.
Yep,
that
there you go.
We've actually milled here in Oklahoma.
Very nice.
Kind of across the state from each other.
Yeah.
Shawnee Mills, of course, Shawnee's Best, has been around for over 100 years,
That's
if
great.
you can imagine. And then this is a fairly new one that's on the market. It's called Stone Stack Mill, and it's out by Hydro,
Very
Oklahoma.
cool. Very cool.
And
Well, this is great. So you use these ingredients to help make, well, we have cornbread here and stuffing or dressing.
Dressing. The food experts tell us that we should not stuff the cavity of the turkey anymore, because by the time you get the dressing hot enough for it to be safe to consume, that the turkey may be a bit on the dry side.
Okay, good
so
to
it
know.
has to heat to 160 degrees, and it's hard inside the cavity of the bird to get the dressing up to that temperature.
So bacteria and stuff like that, you need to be
Absolutely.
careful.
This is just dressing that I made with the cornmeal, and I started by sauteing a little bit of bacon. I get those started sauteing, then I add onions and celery, and I had some little bit of red bell pepper.
And then tell me what you have here.
This is, I have some interesting devices. When it calls for turkey stock or chicken broth in the recipe, it's important to separate the fat as the turkey cooks and the drippings come in the pan juices. You're going to have a lot of fat with that.
Right.
But that flavor that's also in the pan drippings comes out, and you want to transfer that to some device to separate the fat. This is one. The fat rises to the top, and then you can pour out from the bottom here.
Wow.
This is another design.
Okay.
And you have to do it by the cupfuls. And this one is really clever. It came out this year. First of all, it has a strainer here, so you can strain out some of the things. When you're ready to add broth to a dish or something, you simply just
pull back the
squeeze
handle.
the lever, and it just comes right out. And you can see when it gets down to where it's the fat layer that's in there.
That's
so
great. Very
very
cool.
handy for doing that. And one other tip for making great dressing. I want you to take a whiff of this and see if you smell anything. Okay, this is poultry seasoning from last year. It has absolutely no flavor for you after a year. This is one of the things that really, the flavor really disappears.
So keep your spices fresh.
Right, so buy a fresh poultry seasoning.
Great tips.
With those tips, and if you'll read Passion for Food this week, you'll find a few others.
Oh, there you go.
Along with a great recipe for using Oklahoma pecans.
Oh, there you go. See, so if anything that you want for Made in Oklahoma Thanksgiving meal, which you need to, obviously support our local producers and farmers. It's great. You can check out the Oklahoman in the Life section under the Passion for Food column by Cheryl Jones, and she will have these wonderful ideas for a healthy, happy, fun, and Made in Oklahoma Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Angie, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much.